At 17 years old, I was dancing with the devil. I was living in darkness, and that went on for 16 more years. I was addicted to drugs. I overdosed multiple times, 145 pounds, and I was completely lost until I accepted these 7 truths. Once you learn these 7 truths, you'll understand how I went from a drug addict making $600 my first month in sales at a Toyota dealership to getting clean, becoming a top coach at a 9-figure coaching company, closing millions of dollars in just a few short years. These 7 truths transformed me from a drug addict with no future to becoming a father and leading a division at the largest coaching company in the world. And you're about to learn every single one. Truth number 1, lead yourself before you lead anyone else. You can't influence others if you can't influence yourself. This is the problem with today's society. Everyone wants to be a great leader. Everyone wants to tell their team what to do. But the thing is, if you're my leader and I look at you and I don't want to be like you, you're not demonstrating the qualities that I want to be in myself, I don't want to follow you. So what does that mean? The number 1 rule of leadership is self-leadership. How do you lead yourself every single day? How you wake up every single morning, the fact that you're going to the gym, how you treat your bodies, how you treat your health, how do you treat your mind? What are you putting inside of your brain every single day when you're developing and trying to become this person? Imagine this. What would the best leader on planet Earth look like, and what would they act like? Become that person. Truth number 2, kill the old you or stay stuck forever. In order for your new life to begin, you got to get rid of your old one. You can't become a new person if you're still trying to hold on to your old patterns, to your old life, to your old mindset. You got to kill that person off. This is the problem with a lot of people. They get a little bit of results and then they revert and then they change back. Why is that? It's because they are not completely destroying their old self and starting from scratch, which is what you need to do to build a new identity. You're just covering the old you up and then that old you is resurfacing. So this is what you do. You want to write down 2 lists. Very, very simple. Write down the things that you need in order for you to become. Who is this person? What is he going to look like? What is he going to think like? Okay, now, based on those things, on the qualities, on this identity that you're trying to build, this new you, what will you have to do? So let's say this person in the future, 5 years from now, what would they do right here, right now, today to put himself in that position? Write down those things because those are going to be the habits, and your identity is dictated by your behavior. Those behavior patterns, those habit patterns are going to then help you create the person that you want to become. And on the other side, I want you to play the elimination game. What are you going to eliminate out of your life as fast as possible today to become that person? Because that's the old you, and you want to kill off as much of that as soon as possible. Truth number 3, your state controls your results. Your mental state, emotional, physical, even your spiritual state controls it all. If I didn't start maturing more in my mental and my emotional state, I wouldn't be the person that I am right now. This is where doubt comes from, limiting beliefs, self-conscious, self-esteem issues. Your identity can't grow if you can't control your state. It won't allow you to. Your state is going to help you develop these results, but also help you develop into the person that you want to become. It's all part of how much action you take. What are the results that you're actually chasing and going after? Now, how do you do these things? Very, very simple. It's a development game. You're playing a separation game of who you used to be and who you want to become. So you're going to have to start chasing things that change your state immediately. Going to the gym really, really hard. Reading the Bible. Praying. When I am in the presence of God and I'm seeking Him and I'm praising and I'm worshiping, I feel amazing. My state is completely changed and I feel like I can take over the world. Your goal is to consistently be working on these states. When you're in a really, really good state, you get what you want. You're in a flow state. Your awareness is high. You see opportunities that maybe some people won't see because they're in a really bad state of mind. And you can't work this way. It's like, put it like this. You go into a store and they do a really good job with this. But let's say you go into a store, it looks cold, there's no music playing, no one offers you a drink. You're like, this store is like a little bit weird. You go into another store, they have some nice little upbeat music. They bring you, hey, would you want some sparkling water, some still water? Like everything looks nicely done. They're completely controlling your state there. And what ends up happening? You start buying everything. Your state controls the results that you're looking for. Truth number 4, stand with God, not the world. I would rather stand with God and be ignored by the world than stand by the world and be ignored by God. Listen, God is your creator. He loves you. Before you even born, you were a part of him. He already had a plan for your life, but he gives us free will. Some of us are seeking the pleasures of this world than the spirit. You want to know when I feel the most happiest? When I'm seeking the fruits of the spirit, when I'm denying my flesh, when I'm not trying to do what everyone else is doing out there. This world is very easy to conform to. That's why you have to be renewed. And the only way you can be renewed, James 1:21, it says the implanted word saves your soul. It changes you. It molds you. Romans 12:2, do not be conformed by the world, but be transformed by the renewal of your mind. You have to start listening to the word of God, reading the word of God, allowing it to change your soul, change your mind, allow yourself to get renewed. And it only comes by this. Romans 10:17, faith comes from hearing and hearing from the word of God. The only way that you get to actually listen, hear, receive is meditating on the word of God, and the word of God can change you very, very quickly. Truth number 5, build big without losing what matters. You can build a massive life without having to sacrifice your family, without having to sacrifice your health. Like, these are the most important things. At some point, I don't know why in the entrepreneur space, it made it okay to, hey, we're going to build this big business. We're going to make all this money, but we're going to get out of shape. We're going to burn our family to the ground. We're going to be completely disconnected from God. We're going to be disconnected from our kids. Listen, why are we building success in the first place? Why? We're building success, and I'll tell you, super simple, to build an incredible life, a happy, healthy life with the people we love. Ultimately, that's what we want. And if your health comes at a price at that, you're going to end up shortening your life. That's not what you want. You can't take the millions to the grave with you. What you want is the experiences. What you want is the memories with the people you love. You want to be away from disease and from anything that can actually create a dent on the life that you have built, especially when it comes at a cost of your health. So take care of yourself. You can have it all. You can have the relationship with your family, with your wife. Your relationship can be on fire. You can be that superhero to your kids and be present in their lives, not just be a financial father or financial mother. We don't want that. It's good to build a financial fence around your family, but without losing what truly matters in life. Truth number 6, leadership is service, not status. Everyone is a leader. Leadership isn't about serving you, it's about serving others at a high level. When you truly step into the role of a leader, you're going to realize it's not about you anymore. It's about the people out there that are counting on you. Listen, we have in this world, and I'm sure you can agree, we have a shortage of leaders. There's not enough leaders right now. And God is calling people right now into leadership positions so they can steward this life that He has granted us, that He has given us. Step into the role of becoming a leader. Step into serving others. It's not about what you do for you, it's what you're going to do for them. When you start operating this way, you're going to start experiencing a higher level of impact, a higher level of fulfillment. How I do this very simply is I have to sit down every single day and I have to be like, okay, what are the things that I need to do to become a really good leader? If you want to become a great leader, it's very simple. You have to time block properly. When you step into a leadership position, listen, you got your life, your family, you got all these different things. Maybe you have to perform, but then you also have to help your team perform. You got to do all these additional things to make sure that they are doing well. And the only way you can do this is by dedicating time to them. It's very hard to build a life when you're a leader and you're not separating time for your team, because if not, you're just being selfish. And again, leadership is for service. It's not status, right? You're doing this for others. You're doing to develop them. A really good leader knows how to build leaders so then they can build more leaders. But if you're not separating time, if you're not spending time with them, if you're not creating a structure that they can follow, you'll be the biggest bottleneck in every single company and in your life. All right, guys, the last truth. Truth number 7. Action creates confidence, not the other way around. You don't have to feel ready to be ready. Readiness is just a feeling. The only way that you're going to feel ready is by taking action, because then that action is going to create the clarity, and that clarity is going to tell you, hey, this was the right move. Hey, maybe I should continue. Maybe I should divert my path. This is what happens to a lot of people. They just don't take enough action. I just want to feel ready. I just want to make sure this is the right time. The only way you're going to know if it's the right time is by taking the action itself and moving past that. Take more action. Stop being like everyone else. If you want to build a big life, you're going to have to take action. Hey, maybe you might fail. Good. Maybe you might struggle. Good. You know what that tells me? If you continue and you're still struggling even after failure, that means you haven't quit. If you quit, there won't be a struggle. So guess what? You are winning. You are winning by taking action. So the next time you're faced with a decision and you're like, I don't know if I'm ready, be like, you know what? I'm going to just do it. That's it, period. And I'm going to find out whether or not this was the right path. And this is actually going to make me feel more ready by taking this action. Look, I need to be real with you for a second. I work with millionaire clients every single day. I even know some billionaires too that are within our circle. And you know what's crazy? They have all the money in the world, but they don't have the happiness. They don't have the family. They don't have the health. A lot of them don't even have the faith they're searching for. Why? Because they never fully come to these 7 truths. They built the business. They made the millions, but they sacrificed what actually mattered to get there. And now they're trying to buy back what money can't buy. Listen, I make the money now, but these 7 things, these are the most important things in life. Because without them, the money means absolutely nothing. You can't take it to the grave. You can have a 7-figure business and a broken marriage. You can have a massive team and 0 peace. You can be successful in public and a failure in private. That's not winning. That's just a more expensive version of losing. So here's what I want you to do. If you're a coach, a business owner, an entrepreneur, or you lead a team, and you want to transform your leadership skills so you can actually grow your business without losing what matters, pull out your phone right now. Pull it out right now and text me. 480-989-4133. I'm not going to promise you anything crazy, but I will tell you this. If you're serious about building a life you don't grow to hate, I can help you. Real leadership translates to real growth in your business, in your life, and in every area that counts. These 7 truths changed my life, and they can change yours too. I got your back for life.